Sometimes I see something that, and I'm compelled, to write about it. Other times they're just pure fantasy.
Oh, I can't wait till I see you tonight.
Capital of Singapore is both the country of Singapore, but people also call it Pulau Yugong. The president of Singapore is Halimah Yacob. The way Singapore gained independence was when they split with Malaysia after the previous settlement when Britain merged the two countries. But on August 9th, 1965, they gained full independence. The flag of Singapore entails a white crescent, which represents Singapore as a new nation. The 5 stars symbolize democracy, equality, justice, peace, and progress. And the white represents purity and virtue of the people, while the red represents the universal brotherhood. There is 5.61 million people in Singapore today. There is 74.3% Chinese, 13.4% Malays, 9% Indians, and 3.2% other ethnic groups. In relation to religions, Buddhism takes 33.9%, while Islam takes 14.3%, Taoism takes 11.3%, Catholicism takes 7.1%, Hinduism takes 5.2%, Christianity takes 11%, and 16.4% of people in Singapore are home to no religion. Some holidays that people in Singapore celebrate are Vesak Day and Diwali. An indigenous clothing worn usually by women is called the Niyong Kabaya, which is a translucent figure-hugging top overlaying an undershirt with specific designs. Agriculture is very important in Singapore, and some of the main agricultural products are fruits such as durans and mangosteens. Exports that come from Singapore are medical equipment and precious metals such as gold. And imports that come into Singapore are crude oil and petroleum products, iron, steel, textiles, yarns, and fabrics. And Singapore used to be called Singaporia, which translates into Lion King in Sanskrit.
Malaysia. The capital of Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur. The Prime Minister of Malaysia is Najib Razak. Malaysia gained independence from Britain in a peaceful manner through consistent meetings, and on August 31st, 1957, they were recognized as an independent nation. The flag of Malaysia is blue, red, and white, with a yellow crescent and star. The red and white stripes represents equal status in the federation of the member of states and the federal government. The dark blue represents the unity of the people of Malaysia. The yellow crescent and star represent Islam and the royal colors of the rulers, and the 14 points on the star represent the unity of the 13 states and the federation with the federal government. Population and ethnic groups by percent. The population in Malaysia is 30 million people. 50.1% are Malaysian. 22.6% are Chinese. 6.7% are Indian, and 0.7% are other. Most people in Malaysia are Muslim. It is the official religion by 61.3%. Buddhist 19.8%. Christian 9.2%, and Hindu 6.3%. Some holidays that are celebrated in Malaysia include the Chinese New Year and Eid. They export wood and they import vehicles and other electronics. Fun fact, Malaysia's currency is also called ringgit.
capital is Jakarta. Its leader is Joko Widodo. History. Indonesia gained their independence from the Dutch on August 17, 1945, after the Dutch lost World War II. Their freedom as a country had been proclaimed by Sukarno, who had been the president at the time. Indonesia's flag only has two colors, which are red and white, the red symbolizing blood and sacrifice, and the white representing the human spirit. Indonesia's population. There are 261 million people currently living in Indonesia. Of these 260 million people, 40.1% are Javanese, 15.5% are Sundanese, 3.7% are Malay, 3.6% are Batak, 3% are Mudaris, 2.9% are Betawi, and 31.2% are other ethnic groups. Religions. 87% are Muslim, 7% are Christian, 2% are Hindu, 1% are Buddhist and other, and 0.4% are unspecified. Holidays. There's Pancasila Day, which commemorates Sukarno's speech, The Birth of the Pancasila, which is celebrated on June 1st. The Prophet Muhammad's birthday, which is celebrated on December 1st. And Waisak Day, which is Buddha's anniversary and is celebrated on May 11th. Indigenous clothing. Men usually wear sarongs that are worn when praying at the mosque, and women wear the kabaya. Agriculture. Some of Indonesia's exports include rubber, poultry, and coffee, among many other miscellaneous products. Their top imports are gems and precious metals, arms and weapons, and meat.